It was that moment. Standing at the edge of the grand ballroom in the Harrington estate, when the truth hit me like a cold gust through an open window. I'd poured my soul into planning this wedding, every silk napkin, every imported orchid, every note from the orchestra that had graced the White House. But there, on the elevated family table draped in ivory and crowned with crystal, were 8 seats, 8 place cards in elegant script, and none for me. Sarah Jenkins, now Harrington, though it never felt like it. My husband Alex appeared beside me, champagne in hand, his tux fitting like a second skin. Must be a mix-up, he muttered, shrugging it off like spilled coffee. But I knew better. I'd triple-checked every detail. This wasn't an accident, it was a statement. Etched in gold leaf, you don't belong. The Harrington estate sprawled across Virginia's rolling hills, a colonial relic glowing under the autumn twilight like a crown jewel of old money. I'd spent 18 grueling months turning their daughter's wedding into a spectacle, 700 guests, venues across 3 days, a budget that could fund a small startup. From the heritage roses shipped from South America to the Viennese musicians I'd pulled strings to book. It all screamed perfection. My perfection. As a wedding planner who'd clawed her way from a 2-bedroom in Peoria, Illinois, to Manhattan's elite circles, I lived for this control. But now, scanning the room, my stomach nodded. Sophia, the bride, glided over in her custom couture gown, $35,000. Negotiated by me. Everything's divine. Sarah, you've outdone yourself. Her smile was sharp, like a polished blade. About the seating, I started. She waved it away. Last-minute tweaks. Family stuff. You get it. Her eyes sparkled with something cruel. Table 22 has room with the vendors. Vendors. My people. Apparently. The help. In front of 200 eyes. She drew the line. Low-born blood stays out. I excused myself with a nod, heels echoing on the marble I'd chosen for its resonance, each step fueling the ice in my veins. Outside, in the crisp air, I slid into my BMW, a gift from Alex 3 years back, when he still whispered that backgrounds didn't matter. The fury simmered, turning cold and calculated. I opened the banking app for Jenkins Events LLC. Every contract, every deposit, flowed through me. Total control was my mantra. With a few taps, I locked it all down. The Harringtons thought power came from lineage, from boardrooms and trust funds. They were wrong. Power was in the details, the ones they overlooked because they saw me as disposable. As I drove off, the mansion faded in the rearview. Still aglow. For now. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. That was my original sin in their eyes. Raised in Peoria, where Dad pulled overtime at the factory and Mom scrubbed offices after dark just to afford our school shoes. We scraped by. Working-class limbo, enough to eat, never enough to breathe easy. I learned young that polish could fake pedigree. A thrift store blouse, ironed crisp. Pass for designer if you held your head high. A smile could unlock worlds. My scholarship to Northwestern for event management was my ticket out. My counselor saw it after I turned our shoestring prom into a dream. You see potential where others see limits, she said. Chicago felt like Mars, roommates with allowances bigger than Dad's paycheck. I juggled 3 waitressing gigs, absorbing luxury from the sidelines, refilling glasses for the elite who never glanced twice. New York called postgrad. Crazy, they said. Too cutthroat. Too pricey. But I'd mastered blending in, speaking their language. Jenkins Events started in a Brooklyn walk-up, homemade cards, a DIY website. First gig? Budget bride who hired me cheap. Second? Word-of-mouth magic. By year 5, I was doing galas for charities. Weddings in vogue. That's how Alex found me, at a black tie fundraiser for pediatric research at the plaza. Champagne splashed my notes during a catering crisis. My fault, he said. Those green eyes apologetic. Alex Harrington, heir to a finance empire. Tabloid darling. Mom's been singing your praises. Evelyn Harrington, queen of their dynasty, had tried poaching me. I laughed it off. But he persisted. Dinner to apologize. He was charming. Steering talk from my roots to my ambitions. Orchids. Not roses, thoughtful. He eased me into his world, private suppers. Art shows. Family's picky, he warned. Be yourself. But myself was the issue. Evelyn's Hampton introduction was an autopsy. Jenkins' Welsh roots, she probed. Summers? Clubs? Prep schools? None. She's self-made, Alex interjected. Impressive. Evelyn's murmur, how quintessentially American. The proposal came at per se. Ring of flawless emerald cut, his choice. Sans mom's input. I don't care what they think, he vowed. I believed him. Mistake number 2. Their world swallowed me. Our wedding? Evelyn vetoed my ideas, too fresh. Too bold. Tradition 1. I became Sarah Harrington in a ceremony that erased Sarah Jenkins. You'll understand when you have kids, Evelyn patted. Kids to purify the line. If only she knew the contamination wasn't mine. Sophia demanded I plan her wedding 6 months back. Over lunch at Bergdorf's, her turf. Who else? Not a question. I'd navigated these minefields, watched for undercurrents. Honored, I said. Refusal? Ammo for Evelyn. Mom has ideas. But you'll perfect it. Keep it family, no contracts. Red flag ignored. I threw myself in, favors called. Miracles pulled. My rep got deals even their money couldn't. But expenses mounted. Alex, fronted? Temporary. Banking glitches. He claimed. Ours is yours. But the prenup carved me out assets and trusts. Untouchable. I was a line item. The text on Alex's tablet shattered it. Missing you. Doc says 14 weeks. When to tell her? From Brooke L. Hand steady. I screenshotted. Dug deeper. Emails. Brooke Lawson. Yale grad. Right family. Analyst at Harrington Finance. 8 months. Planned pregnancy. After Soft's wedding. Tax reasons. Divorce docs in his desk. Timeline to my ruin. Evelyn's note. Wedding's the stage. Stress cracks her. Public breakdown grounds. Introduce Brooke post-morning. Kids by Christmas. They'd sue my business. Paint me unstable. I photographed. Uploaded. Emailed my Queen Shark lawyer, not their society hack. Then rebuilt. Rerouted contracts through my LLC. Added penalties. Their sin? Underestimating the help. The suitcase in Alex's closet sealed it, Grandpa's heirloom. Stuffed with my scripted exit. Legal briefs. Finances siphoned. Staged photos of my instability. Fake psych report from Evelyn's crony doc. Evelyn's script. She's served purpose. Time for proper match. Brooke's senator ties. Wedding cracks facade. Lawsuit ends her business. Dignity above all, correct error. Draft Times announcement. Alex and Brooke's June nuptials. My marriage amicably ended. I laughed in the dark. Repositioned it all. Then fortified. Lawyer redid contracts overnight. Master dashboard. One click froze everything. Copies to safe spots. Timed leak to journal. Played devoted wife. Tired. Alex at dinner. Let someone else. Groundwork for my breakdown. I'm fine. Family. He missed the steal. 2 days out. Vendor meets in my office. Payment confusion? Call me, I told each. They signed, trusting my word over Harrington clout. Backup system set. Rehearsal at their club, Evelyn's jab. Exhausting for smaller-scale folk. Sophia, bring in Monique? My rival. Handled. Payments pending. Alex, delays. Credits good. Evelyn, our name ensures. Names versus contracts. That night, emails locked terms. Alex texted, "You're too good." Guilt? Unlikely. By dawn, arsenal ready. I watched him sleep, honor as long as useful. Tomorrow. Showtime. Wedding day, Virginia perfection. Up at 5. Managing chaos. Vendors flagged payments. Glitch, I said. Shifting to my accounts. By noon, I held the reins. Bridal suite, Sophia's smirk. Evelyn, authorizations. Guaranteed via my firm. Ceremony flawless. Reception, family table snub. Mistake, Alex. Sophia, adjustments. Table 22 with vendors. Your people. Louder, payments confused. She shushed. I walked out to my car, revoking all. Flowers pulled. Catering halted. Music stopped. Vendors messaged, non-payment. Suspend. Calls flooded, Evelyn furious. Sophia hysterical. Bloodlines differ, I echoed. Uploaded exposé to screens, affairs. Plots. Notes. Drove off as alerts hit, society wedding meltdown. Returned 45 minutes later, lawyers timing. Chaos, bare tents. Confused guests. Family in drawing room. Destroyed my wedding. Sophia wailed. Removed my backing. Showed docs. Guests saw it all. Evelyn, what do you want? Nothing. Invoices direct. Lawyers handle. Mentioned Brooks call. Left them amid ruins. Vendors paid from my accounts. Clients messaged support. New inquiries. Estate manager. Graceful handling. Champagne in office. Toasting the city. Blood's just DNA. Actions define. They tried shrinking me, I flipped the script. The cost? Their empire's cracks. Mine? Freedom. Hard-earned.